The shark is the most OP place to drop on the map right now, and I found a few ways that pretty much guarantee you to win it every single time. If you lose it after watching this video, I promise a full refund for the amount it cost you to watch this video. So without further ado, guys, I have 3 drops that I think are going to work really well, and they work for duos as well, so make sure your duo partner sees this if you really like the drop. Now, let's get right into it. For the first drop, you need to be marking exactly where you're gonna land, and this is on the back side. So you wanna make sure you mark that way you know when to drop from the bus, to make sure you're at the right height whenever you're landing. So let me show you guys this landing here. It's actually one of my favorites, and I found it from CB Endurance on Reddit. I like to jump out around 1,000 meters away, and then you try to land around like 450 is where you want to be pulling out your gliders. So we're gonna go down, try to pull out. This should be about perfect. So remember, we're going for the back side. If you need to angle to the right or the left around the building, you can do that too. Yeah, this is actually perfect for where we're going. So you hit this vent right here and you crawl in. You can hear those bots trying to laser somebody. Gotta be careful if somebody's following me. But ultimately, this leads us right down to the slurp barrels. And now you're going to have a guaranteed 130 health right away, right off the bat in here. Now you go into the bathroom, and from the bathroom, you usually kill 1 henchman. Sometimes Sky is down here, but if not, you know she's on a floor higher than you, which is usually good. Sometimes you can get Sky right here, but she can absolutely laser you off the start. So then from here, what I like to do is drop down and see if anybody dropped on this floor, which it appears that they did. The reason I love this drop is after winning that fight right there, we kind of just chill and we wait for whoever got Sky up top. You just wait to see them come to the vault. So I was gonna wait for these guys to come over here, but they actually took an extremely long amount of time. So what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna push up top and go third party this fight. And easy enough. So now we got everything that we possibly need, and the way we got that was just by being extremely patient. And then whenever I heard the opportunity to fight the guy who had the scar, I took that opportunity. So really simple gameplay right there. You guys see how this drop actually pays off really well. Now we have all the loot we could possibly ever want going into the mid game here. And what I recommend is making sure you're good on minis and shield pots. This porta potty in here leads right over here, but some people have been dropping at the lighthouse and then they rotate down here, or they land here right away and then they wait for you to come out of here. So what I would suggest is, before you hop in there, just come out here and look at the porta potty, and since it looks completely fine, you're good to go there. Man, these little siren things are so annoying. But yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's over there, so we're gonna come through the porta potty. Just make sure you're ready when you come out of here, and it looks like we're all right. But I just want to say, sometimes people do just camp and wait for you to get out of there after you've looted everything, which can be a really frustrating way to lose a game. Now what I like to do is just hit up all these mats before I start rotating out. This is pretty consistent with all the drops, but you can get decent mats. As you can see, my mat cap right now, or mat count right now, we're doing absolutely fine with plenty of mats. And then I hop in the boat for the rotation. Well, there's the first strat. On to the second one. The second drop spot at the Shark is a little bit riskier than the other one, but it has a lot more loot, and personally, I really like this drop too. It's where if you go that first drop, this is where your duo would go, or this is where you would go and your duo would go that first drop. It's a really great split drop, and I'll show you guys here in a second just how it works with that other one too. So same thing as the other one, we're gonna be dropping at about 1,000 meters away, and we're gonna be wanting to hit the water right at about like 450-ish. That's 450 to 400 is usually where you want to be dropping and pulling your glider. So we're gonna aim right down, and I might be a little high. You see, I pulled it at like 410. Usually you want to pull it like 450. But again, this should be just fine for getting us to this chest. So we're aiming for the middle right here, and there is a chest down there. So hopefully we'll get it, and none of these other guys come in here. But we have at least 5 people with us, as I just saw right there. We're going to drop down. You have to be careful of people dropping over your head. So you want to get in this vent as quickly as you possibly can. Check for a floor drop right there. You guys can hear just how hectic it is out there. But this leads you to another chest. You can get that loot, and then you can get these barrels right here. So while all this fighting's going down, you guys can hear just how crazy it is right now. You're getting really good shield. You're gonna be absolutely fine. I don't know why I have 2 shotguns. We'll drop that. But then you come up here. And yes, oh, that worked out so perfectly for the video. Awesome. So why I really like this is it leads out right here. So you can get a really good view of the pool, which there's usually somebody down there or people right where we just were fighting, because they fight over this chest right here. So now we get this. Look at all this loot we already have. Now what I like to do is just play the middle floor and the top floor like this, kind of figure out where Sky is. So we'll kill that guy right there. We're just kind of looking around at this point. It looks like 2 people died. I just got a 3rd right there. So we already know that most everybody is gone. So now we're just looking for Sky. She could be down at the vault. So we're actually, yeah, I just heard her down low. So we kill this guy. She's either, okay, no, she's on the 2nd floor. But I just heard a boat. So while this dude fights, oh shoot. While this dude fights Sky, we're going to try to 3rd party him. Or we'll kill her while she's rezzing. That works too. So I don't know where this other dude is yet. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, that was actually kind of close right there. There's the grappler. Okay, well, I couldn't find where that last guy... It sounded like somebody was here, but it might have just been the henchman. Either way, we have 4 elims. We have 326 wood, 291 brick. Some people like to destroy this turret, but I like to keep it there because it keeps the floor there. So as long as it doesn't get focused on you, you should be fine. And we have a med kit. We are big chillin' in here. We are big chillin'. For the 3rd drop, we're gonna go a little bit safer. From those first 2 drops, you can tell that they're a little hectic and they can be really tough to survive sometimes if you don't play them absolutely 100% right. Which is why we're gonna go a little bit safer on this one, and that is over here to this island. Now, some people like to drop all these different islands here and the lighthouse and all that, but I have found this island over here to be the most consistent out of all of these in terms of surviving the drop. I've only lost this about... I don't even know if I've lost this island yet. I just haven't, especially not off the drop, because there's 2 options here. You can either go to this side, you can go to this side, or you can go over here or up here. There's a chest here, 1 here, 2 over here, 1 there, and 2 over there. There's like 6 or 7 chests at this island alone. And as you can see, I come over here uncontested, and then we can rotate into the shark after we get decent loot that we're happy with, which you can already see. Already getting decent loot. Why I really love this is that at the shark, there's not a lot of mats, but over here, if you hit these little houses, you're going to be absolutely stacked on mats right off the bat. See, look, I mean, this isn't even an arena game, and I already have 200 mats. So what I like to do is come over to this bush to take this shield, because then you can kind of scout out over there if somebody landed, and nobody did, which is perfect. So we're going to come over here and hit this chest too. So already on this loot route, you can see just how much safer this is and how it gets you way more loot. And then once you get enough loot to where you're comfortable, we can push on over to the shark. But I just want to show you guys where all these chests are. By the way, like I said earlier, there's 1 chest there and 1 chest on the other side of that hill. I don't like to loot all those. If I was in duos, I would send my duo over there as well, because there's plenty of loot for a duo, as you guys can see right now. This porta potty, by the way, leads over to this island. I don't like to take it too frequently. I'd rather just rotate in by water here. So that's what we're gonna do. When rotating by water here, what you want to do is swing to the left a little bit, just to make sure, just in case. A couple times people have been over here and they've lasered me on my way over. So what you want to do is then hop out. You can hit up these for a little bit more shield if you weren't maxed. And now we're going to go on in. So we have 180 already. These guys are probably going to be weak. Nice jump, Cole. That was really great. Really great example of the rotation there. But now we just hop on in and we can immediately get on the top floor over here. That guy hit me for a decent amount, so we're just going to keep taking minis. Look at how much easier these starting fights are, though. I'm not playing them the best, but these guys all have, like, no HP, and we're just big chilling. We have plenty of mats and stuff. If this guy wants to spam some C4s at me, that's fine. What I'm going to do is use my extra mats to build out of that situation and go to the top of the shark. This is one strategy I like to do, especially when the middle of the game gets a little weird. Bail out back, and look at how well that just worked out. Now we got the grappler, the scar, and the key card. I'm telling you guys, the safe drop is probably the most reliable in terms of it works like every single time you do it. So there it is, guys. There's the third drop at the shark to never lose at the shark ever again. And I know there's RNG, and sometimes you gotta win fights or lose fights, and it's not like you're always going to win the shark. But you do these steps in this video, you do these landings, and I can guarantee you, you're gonna be winning way more games from the shark every single time. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cole from the Rodey Bros, and I'll see you all in the next video.